Hey, this is Cameron. Welcome back to the Busy Gardener channel. I'm catching you on quarantine here during this whole coronavirus thing. Wanted to get up here in the orchard, show you a few things, and talk through a little bit about what we're doing during this time of quarantine. So let's get busy. So, you come up here and you see a bunch of blooms and you see things that are going on and you think that there's nothing different going on in life. And then you turn on the news and you get an entirely different picture of what's going on. You get people just afraid and freaked out. You got people who are overreacting, who are underreacting, who are carrying on just as though there's nothing going on. And you think, my goodness, like what kind of answers can we have during a time like this? Well, first of all, in spite of anything else I've got going up here in the orchard, I want to just talk with you about something. For us, first of all, this is going to pass. It's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to get enough toilet paper. There's more coming on the trucks. You're going to have enough food. Supply lines are all there. So this is not one of those situations where we've seen the last of the good days. But it is something that's serious, and it is something that's definitely on our minds. I've said that there's nobody who is on autopilot right now. And that's, I think, exactly true. All of us had to change some things. Here in California, we're on mandatory, self-quarantine where all non-essential businesses are closed. But there's still a lot of normalcy going on. But aside from that, I think this is a good time and good opportunity while you're kind of knocked out of autopilot mode to ask some of those important questions. Some of the questions that I've answered, that I have answered for myself and our family is, we believe that God is wanting us to pay attention to Him. I don't believe that He caused coronavirus. I don't believe that God causes human suffering. And yet, while it exists, He's no stranger to it. And He's willing to work it out in us when we turn to Him and follow Him and have our eyes on Him. Now, that being said, we've been able to operate with a big sense of peace, not just because I'm confident in the actual circumstances, but even if the circumstances were truly bad, truly unrecoverable, I know 1,000 years from now what my state is going to be. And it's peaceful, it's whole, it's alive. And so anyway, that's something maybe for you to consider as well. Something I do want to talk through, though, a little bit is about, some of the peace that we've had is paying a little bit of attention, to the possibility that things really could be disrupted. I feel very confident and happy that, funny to say, but we had toilet paper before this thing ever came up. We didn't have to go out and get it. Being able to come up here to the orchard and pick a fresh piece of fruit or go down to our chickens and get some chicken eggs or to have some wheat that we're able to grind up and make bread out of has felt pretty good. It's not saying, lucky us, good for us, we're so great. It just felt good to have some of these things in place. And so, for example, you see the citrus over there I'm able to go pick on. And so this is to help supplement the stuff that we are maybe not able to get at the store. I've been able to find pretty much everything with the exception of eggs. There's been no eggs anywhere except for once. Michelle got them at Target. But that might be something that, as you look at this moving forward, having something that can help supplement in times of trouble, in times if there was some sort of mandatory quarantine where you absolutely weren't able to leave your house even for groceries. Having a few chickens in Southern California, that's a little tough because those are quarantined because of some sort of chicken virus, the Newcastle virus. So we're grateful that we've had some of those. But, it probably is a good thing to have a little veggie garden going. Get something where you've got some fresh fruits, some fresh vegetables, some, look at these cherries. Can you see those things on this? I always get these confused, Mini Royal or Royal Lee. This is the Royal Lee right here, just loaded. The Mini Royal has a bunch of fruit on it too. Having this Dorset Golden Apple. That's one nice thing about the successive ripening that we've got going on, is that you have, fruit over a longer period of time. We're very blessed in this climate too to have kind of continuous fruit. Really, the month of April is probably the only one where we don't have a ton of fruit on. So, if you haven't planted anything, now might be a good time to do that. Kind of flesh out your food stores a little bit. Get some veggie garden going. It doesn't take a whole lot of space to be able to get some stuff to help supplement what you might need otherwise. Might be a good idea to get some other types of things that are shelf stable, maybe some types of, freeze-dried food or, some stuff. I don't want to sound like a doomsday prepper because it's not about that. But hey, if there was an earthquake or something that disrupted supply lines for a couple of weeks, do you have what you need in order to make it? Do you have enough toilet paper? Don't go out and buy any more right now. Let some more come in. Let some other people get some. Anyway, I just want to encourage you. It's going to be okay. I've seen people come together. You've probably seen it too. You've probably been a part of it. This is an opportunity. Reach out to your neighbors. See what they need. Get to know people who live around you, who you aren't just interacting with on a regular basis. Get to know those people around you, so that way, you have an opportunity to serve them. Find ways to encourage them, and form those relationships, because you never know when something like this comes down. Anyway, I've got a bunch of videos that are super delayed because it's been very, very busy. Lots going on, as you can imagine, for us juggling all of this stuff. So I've got a bunch of videos in the pipeline. I'm trying to get those done and out some sort of relatively timely fashion. But I want to get this one out quick. Appreciate you. If you got any questions, what are some things you're doing to kind of cope with this time? What are some things that maybe thoughts or suggestions of things that have worked well for you as you've had to make some adjustments as we're kind of pulling together as a nation here during a time that feels really uncertain? Hey, if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, love to have you as a subscriber if that's your thing. If not, that's okay too. Appreciate you. Hang in there. We'll get through this. And hey, whether you've got one tree in your orchard or 500, or one roll of toilet paper or 500. Until next time, stay busy. What's going on here?